because they saw the Barca.
Alright guys, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan kedua SEA Games 2025
Valentina.
Malaysia menentang Indonesia dalam pertandingan
Leonardo.
Land of Dawn.
A lot of action in mid already.
Best of two guys
Game two.
And now Kayum on this
Valentina
Atlas. Let me
goal.
just let you know.
Okay.
Hold on, Adrian, taking quite a bit here
Continue.
from Aranda. So the long and short of it, the Atlas can get a good setup, but you don't have to do that anymore. Because
Stormy
the
menerima
passive
damage
has
agak
been buff
banyak.
enough that the passive
Terpaksa memberikan,
is good enough to start a fight.
Pokemon.
But more importantly, it's a legit frontline now. The Atlas that changes the buffs that he received like what 2-3 patches ago makes him into a solid frontline. Maybe not the best,
Valen goal
but
pak ya.
serviceable.
It's a pretty unique kit he still brings to the table. So I'm excited.
Hilda ni
to see
sumpah
how
semak
the
guys.
current
Nanti
metagame
tengok
now
dia
coming
ganggu
from,
ni.
You know, all
Ni?
sorts of metagames, all parts of Southeast Asia. Currently, no action just yet. About a minute and a half in. Aranda checking in on Idrin. It doesn't even have to be a quick clear. Aranda is just easier unlocked out of the XP lane.
And Malaysia knows it. They're like, I'm just gonna hold this wave, and Hawk is here just to make sure that Haziq gets to clear safely, because it does look like
Lagi
really,
okay,
especially on this
isn't
Kalia, is able to bully out Haziq at least a little bit. And now backup coming in for Idrin. But it does look like Malaysia, they are struggling just a little bit, at least in the early game. So I don't know if they really want to fight out for the next turtle. Maybe they'll try to steal it, but don't overcommit.
Here we see Weedy holding down the fort, keeping that
Alright.
pit clean of Malaysian
So dah
forces.
guna burung.
And now in
Pada
comes the rest of
ulti,
them.
Yum
perfect
menzoning
match. Looking for that
musuh.
freeze. Gets
Betul
it on
setelah pun di
Weedy.
reset.
Broken walls allowing for weird
Oh,
interactions.
Hilda.
Engages. Mount
Montan
Shocker
Shocker.
coming through. Chin
Lapu-lapu
traceless.
ultimate
Gets
pada
caught in the
Ezra,
back
Yum
line.
down,
Kayu
flicker
falls,
daripada
but
Aran.
Chin gets the business
Alamak,
end of
macam
Idris
mati sekali ni.
blade. And now they're
Hidup.
looking for one more. Hawk
Oh,
not gonna fall,
nice.
not yet. Aranda
Aran
gets
down.
punished by being sandwiched by 3. And just like that, Indonesia regrets even fighting that deep into Malaysia's territory.
Yeah, considering only Kayum falls, where most of the damage, especially the Feather S-Strike, just jumps onto the Atlas. I'm honestly surprised that Hawk actually survived that, considering that he took quite a bit of damage and he got some heal.
Aku tak
Unsure
perasan
where the
Shuqi
heal
mati
came
dia.
from.
Momo
He's
tutup
just
dia.
from his regen, but that heal was enough to make sure that the pursuit coming in from Indonesia was not going to be enough. He's able to sustain, get
Kawan
some
ada.
turret, get
Kalau kawan tak ready habis.
get some protection, and it's all good.
Again, it's one of the reasons why
Last
the Lancelot is such an
Insanity.
in-demand hero. Firaga armor pop, Lafel, this is what you're talking about.
Yep.
You're just a better X-Borg than the X-Borg.
And all the while, you're not losing Firaga armor. You're not even losing HP.
Because Valentina does not have that mechanic.
Exactly. So you can't even stop it. You just got to see it happen. Unless, of
Faham?
course, you have
Oi,
enough damage
turtle
to just
pertama
push it
mudah
up, but,
dapatkan.
you know,
Malaysia
not that easy to get
guys.
there.
This little advantage that
Di sekarang
Leon
ni,
has in the
siapa ni
XP
kena
and
hati-hati?
gold lane rather,
Loyals.
means nothing to Team Indonesia because they
Mungkin
still
rotasi
lost
dia kat
on the
atas.
turtle. So they have
Tapi
to
rotasi
convert it.
dilakukan
We
oleh
saw in
Malaysia
action,
mungkin
yes,
berada kat
Leonardo,
atas
this
juga.
is a good pick against the X-Borg, but what does it mean? What is he going to do?
Adrian is playing this lane quite well as well. Not being super aggressive because he understands he doesn't have to be, right? Once you get the items, your job is to jump on to Sin. And then if you can do that, it's worth it.
Which he did.
Widhi.
And now,
Ultimate
that's a
daripada
fatal
Yum,
links
cantik.
on the Widhi.
Widhi
Gets taken
down.
just like
Kena
that.
extract juga telah digunakan oleh
a
Parsa.
singular fatal links, worth it. Free pick off.
Yeah, I gotta say, Fatal Links on the 5 is still difficult.
Ni roti
But with
atas.
the frigid
Malaysia sedang
breath,
rotasi di bahagian
you can
atas.
freeze the opponent, so you can actually get a pretty good catch here. Kayum 0, 1, and 2. And look at top here. Leonardo is actually having a good trade, but he gets caught with the traction pulse.
Insanity versus
And now
Last Insanity.
Beyblade battle here, dodging the damage. Leonardo was able to
flicker.
survive the gank.
Daripada
Oh,
Valen
shoot!
jadi tumbangkan
But he gets
sedikit
punished
offside
in
daripada
that scene.
Valentina.
Hiding gets punctured onto.
Patah pada
They're
Widhi
looking for
ke
one,
atas.
Tsunami slam. Elton gets popped. Yes,
Two down,
pops
Yum
a
down.
feather strike of his own. Now Haziq
Sbok
looking to
juga dah.
survive.
Nampaknya
Not gonna
Stormy
happen
juga
as
menjadi
Widhi
tumbangkan.
gets a double,
Double kill untuk
takes him
Widhi.
down.
So a reversal. Indonesia
Hilda sampai naik atas,
basically
baik.
regretted the earlier engage. And now Malaysia, they get to feel what they felt. It was like, okay, we should not have stayed that long.
Yep, that was still a legit turret. Yes, we're ahead, but we were fighting under a turret, and now Indonesia's up. A small gold lead, but, you know, Malaysia lost their early start.
Yeah. Be thankful with whatever you get, you know, because it's
Oh,
small
Sky
now,
cobaan.
sure, but eventually it will
Masuki
be
jungle
the
musuh.
difference maker.
Masuk
Speaking of,
resource jungle.
the Turtle World's Bound down bot. Leonardo has a small level advantage, which does mean that he's not losing this lane against this X-board.
Nope. Despite all the action happening elsewhere and the rotations and the assistance that these gold laners are giving, he's not losing out. Again, it's a good lane. I get it. This Valentina into X-board.
Yeah. Because I've heard scrims about it, saying
Down the
like
grapevine.
exactly like yeah, it's legit. Idrin has to go for someone here, but the turtle's low.
Betul, dia dapat oleh Sekais.
Unable to help Indonesia
Nice Momo
secure.
zoning
Gets the
Shin
turtle
nampak
down,
gayanya
down,
S-Bot
Leonardo
down.
gets the fake
Roller.
Paraga armor.
Oh, pick
And
off. Cantik
Idle Links.
daripada Yum.
Unable to help
Pasar low.
Hezkill
Pasar menjadi tumbangkan.
falls, not before he goes
Stormy juga
in.
menjadi tumbangkan
Shin takes down
oleh
Aziz,
Shin.
3 for 1.
Shin tu low tu.
Victory.
Walau weh.
Look at how low.
Yep.
Momo
Shin
ulti.
Weedy still going.
Sama
If I can
flicker.
find my
Weedy
Idrin.
cuba masuk.
Oh, Idrin unable to stop the dash out from Weedy. They're fine.
Yeah, at that point he was hoping that he had a
Ah,
cloud
sudah.
shadow.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
you know,
Tak ada first kill ni.
Hero.
Different hero. A lot of low HP targets from Indonesia, but this is where you test your discipline, Malaysia.
7
which is
balas
like,
5.
yes, the carrot on
Ini
stick, you see
Indonesia
it, but
mendahului
should you really
200
chase
gol lead.
after it? And you can see the impact that Leonardo has here by taking this
Lolia
fake
menggunakan
last
ulti
insanity.
Insanity.
Uh-oh. He pulls out his own. but
Berjaya
it's too
ditumbangkan oleh
little,
Stormy.
too late. 4 members of Malaysia came in to check on him, and Weedy was maybe 2 seconds
Sky hidup ni, guys.
behind. If maybe he came in first, would have been a great combo alongside Hezkill.
Oh, lompatan daripada Momo.
Alongside
Flicker daripada Weedy. Nampaknya atas berjaya di-secure oleh Malaysia.
They're always 2 steps too late.
Adrian is waiting in the bushes because, like, guys, trust this Farsa is gonna protect this, right? And then once the feather airstrike is used, he's like, now I'm gonna jump into action. And at that point, Indonesia's like, okay, you know what? Fair play. We're gonna go away. Take the turret, good sir. But all the while, Sin is farming up. Level 11 here. Hawk is still level 12, so still small advantage.
Ke atas ko Yum. Yum down.
Yum gets picked off for free just in time for the turtle to spawn up top. Big rotation from Team Indonesia incoming.
But at this point, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna delay it and let it turn into the Lord, and then try to use that, right? But all the way, this looked like Elton might be trying to delay that because he's on that turtle and taking the aggro. And now Indonesia, they're forced to respond. So this turtle is going to stay as a turtle for a while.
Okay.
Oh, feather strike.
Come through. This turtle will be a
Stormy
turtle.
sangat low.
But the question
Aran.
is, can Indonesia secure
Dan
Aranda
Insanity.
down to a tenth of his health?
Tak menjumpai
The
siapa
final
nampaknya.
snap,
Turtle yang
the big
ketiga
one
bakal
stolen by
diamankan oleh
Leonardo.
Indonesia
Pulls back. Helps
oleh Yi Shunchin.
Sin secure. So that's 1 turtle over to Indonesia, the final one.
Yeah, but again, Indonesia, they can't feel too comfortable because look at the gold. It's roughly the same. Though Leonardo Dao having the lightning truncheon should be able to do massive damage even without taking away the last insanity. Hakim Qayyum has to run away because Aranda is on a pursuit. I would say for Team Malaysia and Team Indonesia, it's pretty scary for both because both have options to catch and basically dive.
Yeah. It's tough for
Sky
Malaysia
ada
here
endless.
to find a winning initiation because Indonesia always has an out. Indonesia, I haven't seen.
Untuk Momo.
I don't remember the last time they used the flickers.
Indonesia?
Yeah, because the last time that the fatal links happened, it was just on 1 target, and Weedy just like said, "Never mind, it's okay." So when Indonesia starts learning how to use it or finds the timing, then that's another major power spike for them.
Elton trying to protect the turret,
Oh,
unable to do
pecah.
so.
Nampaknya Loyal ditekan. Weedy.
here comes
Pick off.
the
Berjaya
four-man
dapat dielak oleh Yum.
squad.
Cantik.
Indonesia does not want to overcommit. They let go. Feathered airstrike. What was this
That's
for?
right.
Oh,
clear
to
away.
Untuk clear minion.
good. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, because he did saw Idrin as well as Hazik there, but all
Atas
the
boleh
while,
diamankan
Hawk
oleh
is
Skies.
able to get 1 more turret for Team Malaysia. Elton is just gonna be on protection duty here because he understands he's closing.
Oh no!
Aran.
No, he's fine. He's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
I think Qayyum was thinking about it. He's like,
Thought it was gonna.
do you want it?
I thought it was gonna be a K moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he really thought about it. He's like, it's not that worth it. It's just a Hilda.
All right. But you know, both sides of this river brush is known as the Kumar Bush.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was a close call for Aranda.
Blue buff
And this
Indonesia
is
sekarang ni.
a point in the game where you can't afford to do
Boleh
that.
cari.
That bush single-handedly
dicuri.
causes
Sekarang
nightmare
atas
for bot
dikrip
users
oleh Indonesia.
everywhere.
Woi,
Yep.
kuat yang petik.
And it almost happened for this Hilda.
Oh yeah.
Lord spawns in the lower quarter. Feather Air Strike.
Agak
coming
menang
in
lagi ni, Pak.
from
Mudah-mudahan
Yazgil.
menang ah.
If I'm reading the map correctly,
4 gaya peluang cerah ni,
he
guys.
should have it
Menang.
again when this dance really does turn into a full-on fight.
Taiyum, at this point, comes to the question: do you want to take as many people as possible, or you want to isolate someone? Because honestly, when it comes to the AOE, it's really mostly on Hawk, right? Idrin, sure, but I feel like he wants to solo someone out. And Hazi, he's trying to bait.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Insanity flicker kat atas Stormy jadi ditumbangkan
Haziq
dengan mudah
falls.
oleh Hilda.
And they've effectively
Pick off.
divided and conquered. Kayum flickers
Kayum.
out. Does not even hit anyone with a fatal links. There might be too little too
Hilda
late.
down, ditumbangkan
Hawk takes down Aranda.
oleh,
Fatal Air Strike
Sekais.
from Yazgil. Lord
Fatal Air
gets
Strike.
reset. Currently the
Satu
trade
untuk
1
satu.
for 1.
Rarely do I see a mid laner basically volunteering. Is like, I know they want me, all right? Let me be the bait. And they actually did took the bait, but they were ready for Idrin to jump onto Sin. And Sin was able to get away. So it was like, you know what? I'm going to go for the next best target, which is Ezekiel. And he almost got the kill. But you know what? Catching a
Wave
bird is
atas.
difficult.
Staking ke tak
Especially a
cantik
bird
ke?
that has
Blok
purified.
sedang ditarik oleh Indonesia.
Mount Shocker set up. Sin
Malaysia
and
datang
the rest of
beri
Indonesia
perlawanan.
have full information and vision on where the Malaysian athletes are roaming around the map. They're obviously far from the Lord pit, but they're not letting this one go.
And Kayum, because he knows that Yi Shin saw where he was at, goes for a recall, maybe tries to reposition, and all the ults are up for everyone except Leonardo. And I think it is something that Indonesia really wants to stall out just a little bit, because that last Insanity is really a big game changer. Or he can switch it up and this time actually take the Fatal Links. Although now that I think about it, probably not a good idea.
Yep, I'd rather the
He would die
Insanity.
instantly.
He wouldn't even be able to get the other half of that, you know,
Tak
four-man
sedang ditarik.
suplex. Hawk comes in, plays with fire, gets burned, punctures through, and then Phantom
Feather Air
executes
Strike.
away. Feathered Air Strike here. Widdy in the pixel brush.
Soalnya
What
tak
do you
ada
want?
Viraga
What do you
duk.
get?
Kalau mak
Kayum,
pick off
are they
daripada
gonna trade
Widdy
here?
ke atas
Fatal
Yum.
Links,
Mountain
still
Shocker.
waiting.
Oh,
Nothing
Yum
can
down.
come through.
Dan Insanity.
Plus a
Oh, position tak
stolen
ready
last
duk.
Insanity takes
Tommy
out
down.
Haziq. And Leonardo falls 2 for 1.
Top
The current
over.
trade. In comes Sin. Gets
Jika
some
pada
damage
Widdy.
in. Surfing up against the hands kill. Double kill for
Alamak.
Sparsa.
Sky's
Another
down.
kill.
Killing
Shut
spree
down.
untuk
Half
Ishin.
falls. Just Elton left.
That's
And
right.
Elton, I don't know if this is the right call. Goes for the
Insanity.
last Insanity, gets Ezekiel.
Okay.
And
Pasal
able to
down.
clear the minions a little bit, but Randa is here. But the immortality gives him a little bit more confidence. Indonesia is going to take this Lord
Lot pertama.
and almost got a wipeout. Team Malaysia, I feel like even they did not consider the amount of damage that Indonesia was able to output, but Malaysia gets the inhibitor. So, semi-worth?
Nothing is free. And you know what? In all
Goal lead beza apa?
context, that was a
3,000
pyrrhic
dipegang oleh
victory.
Indonesia, guys.
Indonesia had to suffer
9
so
balas
much.
13.
Yazgil died. They lost that inhibitor up top, all for a Lord, and 4 kills. I'd say it's a net +1. That's it.
Yeah.
At worst, they actually lost
Yeah.
because there's no real permanent gains.
Exactly, especially if Malaysia can stop the siege, right? If they're able to stop the Lord and not lose an inhibitor, you may be able to lose your second tier, but
That's fine.
that's fine.
in all senses. That's fine compared to losing that top lane inhibitor.
And I'm sure Caillou remembers that, where he tried to go in, and I feel like Aranda was the one that keeps canceling out the Fatal Links, right? By stacking the second skills. Like, I'm gonna stop him now. Wait a bit. Stop it again.
Stop it
wait
again.
a bit. And I'm gonna stop you again, and you die.
Yep, because he doesn't have a purify.
Exactly. So probably gonna make sure that he doesn't get catch by Widdy, because apparently, yeah, he can die.
And he's willing to do that. It's just amazing how the macro was able to be set up so well by Malaysia. And I don't know if Indonesia just totally missed out or got tunnel vision.
Harap
of
pertahanan
failing,
baik daripada
these
Malaysia
heroes
dapat
that were
menahan
in their
daripada
way. They
pintu
win
masuk
out
ditekan.
on a tier 2 push down bottom. But still, in consideration, it's not a win. Oh, no!
Oh,
Aranda
Arad telah
forced the
menggunakan
flicker
flicker.
out. Everything but the kitchen sink thrown out at him already. Point blank, traction pulse, all these basics, the Phantom execution.
Kurang
Hawk.
function je Atlas. Dia tak boleh
Fine,
tunggu
but
ni duk.
I don't think it's a worthy trade.
Dia
Now
kena
in
pick off,
hindsight,
dia kena pick off
Indonesia
macam ni
lost
kan.
so
Ah.
much. Fatal links onto 1. It's
Momo
Widdy.
Menzoni
Widdy
bahagian
looking for
belakang.
Tsunami Slam
Momo
on
menerima
his
damage
own.
agak banyak.
Flickers on out, might
Ada
not
air
even
strike.
get it. And he gets popped.
VD down. Ditumbang oleh Stormy, lain Sanity.
From Leonardo, pushing back all of Team
Oi, Stormy!
Malaysia.
Aduh!
The rest of the
Oh,
Indonesian
hampir
squad.
bunuh Stormy. Oh, mati tu Stormy.
Leonardo
Ayo.
falls through the
Cover!
Indonesia might
Stormy
have
down. Unstoppable
overextended.
untuk Ishunshin. Immortality daripada Loreal telah pun dipecahkan. Flicker daripada Loreal.
He's got the Firaga armor. He's fine. 3 for 2.
Hawk showed how dangerous a built-up Yusunshin can be. And then Sin remembers that and goes in and shows off as well. Sin
That's right.
using the traces to get away. Elton with the Faraga armor
Aduh, ada wave
still
satu
there
lagi tu.
is going to be saved, but they got to give away this inhibitor. You cannot die at this point of the game.
Top lane gets equalized.
Oh,
So this
berapa
is
ribu ni
literally
guys?
two fighters,
5,000
two
aku rasa dia.
boxes cut wide open and fighting despite the blood dripping down the
Lebih
rise.
kurang 5,000 golik dipegang oleh
Now you can
Indonesia
see
sekarang ni.
figures
11 balas 16.
Valentina X-Borg, right?
Valentina kacau. Iya duk.
Like, legit, like in our league, we've seen it plenty of times. And that's something that we haven't considered. Is like, yeah, Malaysia has shown the export for quite a while. And when you see the far side, even I didn't consider that, right? Valen can go gold.
Yep.
Valen's actually pretty solid side leaders.
Actually, Valen, the only place Valen doesn't really go to or belong is
Jungle.
Rome. We've seen him in jungle. We've seen
Oh,
her in
yeah,
jungle.
yeah, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Especially against the Lucas, yeah.
Yep. SEA Games Hanoi, gold medalist. Wise used the jungle
Valid.
Valentina and won.
Yeah.
It's real. Or was real. That was years ago.
Although I feel like now that you said it, someone is going to try. Just
Yeah, ranked games tonight is going to be interesting.
build tank and just take the tectonic charge. Doesn't even sound bad. Right?
If it happens, sure.
Yeah. Either ways, right now, it's going to be clutch here for both Indonesia as well as Malaysia. This is going to be quite stressful. 17 minutes into the game. Haziq does get that
Tarik
mid.
Indonesia sekarang
But
ni.
Indonesia, they are controlling this this Lord. Playum opens on the map, finds Weedy, pulls him up.
Ada strike.
Get an S right.
Oh, pick off kat atas. Yum. Flicker kat atas pasar telah menggunakan Purify.
And at it,
Lain Sanity
Pop,
daripada
are they answering back at each other?
Leonardo
Down goes
membeli
Caillou.
Winter Crown.
Really jumps in, trying to sustain his
Immortality untuk Ishunshin. Ishunshin dicari sekarang ni.
Just barely
Ishunshin jadi
goes
tumbangkan
down.
oleh Momo. Nice. Tapi Skies mati tu. Alamak. Blunder. Alamak. Hanya tinggal Momo saja tuan-tuan dan
That's
puan-puan.
not what Malaysia wanted. Like Haziq is able to
Ada
deal the
ulti
damage,
Momo. Fedex
but
right
Adrian here,
daripada
he's on a
pasar.
timer, and he might get taken down here.
Adrian, the only
Mati
one
tu.
left standing.
Rata tuan-tuan dan puan-puan.
But it's
Oh.
too little, too late. A wipeout.
Yum hidup
right
10
numbers
saat.
of Malaysia off
Boleh,
of the
Yum?
map as Indonesia takes it straight to the
10
base up top.
Paling cepat
Qayyum is
Lancelot.
gonna spawn, but what can really
Boleh kot.
Atlas do in this position?
I mean, he has the fatal links, but he can't
So
stop
that's right.
the minions.
Boleh.
Feather strike
Kemaskan lagi duk perang
able
duk.
to wipe out a little bit of the way, but not enough. Wow, Malaysia still in it.
They gotta count their lucky stars because the moment Indonesia gets into the base, that's when the minion spawns, giving Malaysia an opportunity because Indonesia did not take the Lord. If somehow, some way, without Idrin, they're able to take
Pelaksanaan
this,
mula kali Indonesia.
they can turn things around.
Fedex right.
Airstrike
Pick off.
and a tsunami slam. Elton very low.
Flicker
Elton backs on out of
daripada
there.
Loreal. Wih, jangan
Lord
mati
still
duk.
standing. Members of Indonesia want to back out. And here
Last
comes
Sanity.
the stolen last insanity. Leonardo does not fully commit. Idrin falls.
Momo
She
down.
takes him down. Hawk, look at this from the back. From the side.
Skies cobaan.
Looking for an interesting angle.
Sky, sabar. Ada
Really
Hilda
is gonna
lagi.
be star here for Indonesia. You catch Hawk, you win.
That's what I'm saying. The soft
Boleh kat
counter
bawah.
might have been worth it.
Ada
Feather
strike.
strike once more. Qayyum gets the perfect match. Looking for someone to hit. Does not have the fatal links just yet. Mountain Shocker exposes all of Malaysia's positioning.
Cuba
And
masuk.
the Hezkiel almost goes down. A lot of damage from Haziq still.
Elton is
Yeah,
here,
cuba
but he
masuk.
gave away the last insanity.
Off.
Now
Pick
Hawk
off.
goes in.
Windy
Really
down.
close.
Lain Sanity.
Leonardo with the last sanity of his own. Down
Winter
goes
Crown.
Qayyum. Hits
Immortal
him.
dibeli.
Feather strike.
Oleh Valen.
Immortality.
Lain Sanity.
Down
Nice.
goes Leonardo, the original, gets him.
How is the game not over?
Let's
Leo?
go.
Many a times I thought Indonesia would have been
Winter
able
Crown
to
dibeli
end
oleh
it.
Stormy.
But somehow the tenacity Malaysia is showing, saying, I'm not going to go down, I'm not going to give up. And now Hawk taking away the purple buff. Sin is becoming a problem. 7-2 and 10. If he gets taken down, that's Malaysia's go time.
Stormy dah clear feather strike. Aduh.
Suffers a
Diraga
death,
ni duk.
it's
Penting duk.
surely over. So they have to
Pasal tak
protect
ada
him.
purify tu.
Leonardo and Witty, about 15 seconds collectively before they spawn.
Zonimo.
It's a question as to why Malaysia isn't able to fully commit. Exactly why. There it is. Because Kayum's not here.
Yeah.
They're still afraid. Oh, Sin put down.
Okay, nice.
Oh, he needs to back out of here.
Boleh dapat lot ni.
Panic Mount Shocker. Oh, they're gonna have to let go of this Lord.
That's right.
for
Lot nice. Malaysia jam dapatkan lot.
What did they do? What did Malaysia do? Because I know they fought. How did
Hey.
Hawk avoid that many damage in those Lord dances? Because the only way Malaysia really backs off if he takes too much damage. And despite all the explosions going around, he was able to dodge all of it.
He just knew that the damage Indonesia was bringing out was the kind of damage that needed to be on specific targets. So you're right. By dodging
Sada burung.
it, he's able to make null and void Indonesia's efforts to burst the
Relane
lineup
push yang
down.
cuba diberi tekanan
Kayum died,
oleh Malaysia
yes,
sekarang
but
ni.
he's the one who can afford to take it. Interesting how Hawk picks up that tank potion. That's how he knows that, hey, the name of the game is damage.
Yep.
If I can mitigate that, I can make fights last long enough for
Arad ni
Indonesia
macam dapat
to
position
not
kat ni.
have.
Untuk cari belakang sekejap gini. Stormy kena hati-hati
Now
duk.
with the ward, 21 minutes in. I don't think they can end. Aranda coming
Okay,
in from
Aram punya
behind,
posisi
but the
kantoi. Feather strike
SRQs
telah digunakan.
cleared the mid lane,
Bawah dapat.
but the Lord still marching up
Kongsi
top.
daripada Yum. Tak ada feather strike dah ni.
Sees Aranda. What's this gonna be? What's gonna
Skies
be? the play?
masuk.
They're in through the top lane once again.
Live Sanity
The
daripada
stolen
Kabuki.
last insanity comes
Meter Crown.
through. Chin dashing around.
Pick off ke atas Kabuki. Nice. Kabuki down.
Mount Shocker already used
Immortal.
two. Lord still
Dia boleh
standing.
Stormy.
Mid lane not taken care
Feather
of.
strike.
Feather strike
Aduh.
cancer,
Aduh.
applying the head skill. And Malaysia slowly but surely taking care of
Nampak
the
kan?
map as
Tahu
well.
lu.
Bottom lane,
Crystal,
that
Crystal.
heavy wave.
Tahu.
Mid lane,
Crystal pula.
last insanity.
Ah, nice.
Coming right in the face
Nice.
of Chin.
Chin
And
down.
that might be it. Indonesia delaying the inevitable.
And
Widi
now
Lasit.
the minions are
Widi
pushing
down.
in. Aranda is trying his very best to delay this. How's he gonna
Oh, menang ni, guys. Menang ni, guys.
Aranda has to get away. The minions are in.
Alhamdulillah.
Hawk is there. Ezekiel tries to get a kill.
Team Malaysia knows it's
Tuan-tuan dan
over.
puan-puan,
Game 2 and the
Malaysia
sweep.
berjaya mendapatkan 2 mata, 2 berbalas kosong.
Oh,
GG.
what was
One
that
more to go.
game?
PH guys.
It's a practice in patience. It's a practice in man-to-man defense.
Game yang agak sukar untuk Malaysia kali ini.
Deploy
Korang jangan lupa
at the
untuk
very
like,
last
komen,
moment.
share bagi
That's
pendapat
the
korang pasal game ni. Yang paling penting jangan lupa
that
subscribe guys.
I think ran out.
Kita saksikan game menentang Filipina sebentar je lagi guys di game yang seterusnya.
It's
SEA Games
kinda all over the place at this
2025
point,
di Thailand.
right? Like in
Ha.
a good way.
Let's go.
League
lupa
guys,
subscribe,
you know,
gang.
like, I'm sorry.